Hello everybody, Tracy Brown here. For those who don't know me, I'm a somatic nutrition therapist, intuitive eating, dietitian, coach, embodiment teacher. And that's what I want to talk a little bit about today. You guys hear me talk or yak a lot about, being present and learning how to tolerate not just emotions so much, but like actual physical manifestations of emotion, and moving away from chronic dieting and diet, like food and body talk in our heads, as a way to feel better in our bodies. And we feel better in our bodies, we're going to be, one, more in touch with hunger and fullness signals and more trusting of them. And that helps us be more trusting of our other hungers and our other things that we say that we can or can't tolerate. So I want to talk a little about in terms of why I think I talk about this a lot because I think that the recovery process from both the eating disorders and being like a chronic dieter and struggling with body image issues, why it's so important is because there's one thing to learn, how to do, let's say hunger and fullness work, which actually is a really embodied process that a lot of us don't know we're doing, but we are doing. But the issue is sometimes it's hard to trust those signals. Of course, the first issue is if you're not eating enough food, it's hard to have accurate signals. So of course, I want you to be doing that if you're not already. If that means pushing yourself to eat more food, or if you need more help learning how to eat enough to where you can feel accurate signals, that's really important. But thank you for whoever's joining live. Appreciate that. But being embodied with your recovery process is relationship building, and that's what heals people. So not only being, when I'm working with a person in that moment, I'm doing my best to be grounded and present to you, which makes it easier for you to learn how to mirror some of that in your own system and learn to feel comfortable even when you feel uncomfortable. So that's why embodied recovery work and that's what makes intuitive eating actually easier for people when they learn how to notice those body-related signals in their own bodies. Just not only getting kind of drafting off of somebody like me to help you feel that way and see that, but it could be in also other ways, like creating your space to where it feels sensorily comfortable or comforting or a break. So that's why I'm always talking to my clients about having stuff around that feels comfortable when you feel uncomfortable, to grow your comfort. Because when you work on intuitive eating, you're working on discerning what's your physical hunger and fullness, what's your emotional hunger and fullness, knowing the difference, and then trusting yourself with that. And trusting your experience even when other people don't get it or they're not quite sure what you are doing, but you trust that what you're doing is right for you. So I'm hoping all that makes sense, why this is so important, and why intuitive eating kind of is a bridge to learning how to resource yourself more with what your external resources are. Again, things like this, and reaching out to people and watching these videos, and having your feet on the ground. These are all embodied practices. And the internal resources of when you feel a need get met, what does that feel like? So when you're doing your intuitive eating work, here's one little sample of what that would be like. Let's say you're working on just picking one meal and you're trying to eat from hunger and fullness there, and really trying to maximize your satisfaction there. You do that, but you don't just do okay, from this number on a hunger scale, which if you don't have one, I'll put a link down here to use it. And I get to this fullness level here, and I ate what I ate, and that makes me feel like I have energy, or that makes me anxious or whatever, but I still did it. You're also going to take stock of, and what was that like for me to do that for myself? How was it like for me to get that need met? That would be embodying the whole intuitive eating process. Not just I'm doing the thing, because I don't want you to turn intuitive eating into another thing to accomplish or to perfect, or a diet. What does this feel like for me to get this need met? So that's what it's like to embody this process. You're actually unhooking fear with eating to oh, or maybe it feels scary to get your need met and you got to process why that is. Or sometimes like, oh, that felt really good to take the time to slow down to get what I really wanted. And that makes me feel cared for, comforted, or powerful, or whatever it is. And so it makes us more likely to want to do that. And and then in this process, it becomes more of like a desire versus a should, or getting it right versus, oh, I want to feel a certain way. So that's why I try to bring in the embodiment part of this whole process, whether you're trying to make peace with food in whatever direction you're coming, restricting, binging, purging, over exercising, wherever it is you're coming from. If what you feel like you have left in your recovery is like, maybe your eating is better, but you still have a lot of body image and bad body talk, it's paying attention to some of that. So anyway, I hope this short little video about this process was helpful to you. At the bottom, I'm just going to give you some links about this embody, kind of stop bashing your body tool, which I would love to hear your feedback about it. It's something I always do in session, but I never thought to actually, I have many like decoding I feel fat tools. This is one that I never actually put down on paper until recently, and I put a little audio to it. I was like, why haven't I done that? Why haven't I given that away? So here it is, and I'm real excited about it, that you all take it, use it, and give me your feedback. So I'll be putting a couple links below this video, and I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you, everybody, for watching live. If you're on the replay, let me know this was a replay if you want to type in replay, and then tag me if you have any questions about what it is I'm actually talking about, why this is important. If you didn't quite discern it from the video, and I'd be happy to go into more detail about it for you. And if you need any help, just let me know and I'll be here. So take care, and I'll talk to you soon.